So when it comes to your body, you want to look at it like a billboard. The more attractive it is, the more that it will stand out to women. And if you know how to optimize your body, this is how you're going to be able to attract women to you without having to really say a word, which is exactly why in this video, I'm going to be talking about the 4 ways that Bodygame turns average men into women's obsession and how they will notice you instantly when you actually create an attractive, aesthetic, masculine physique. So with that being said, let's go ahead and let's hop into the video. So number 1, you instantly become rare. So by having a lean, muscular, and proportionate physique, this instantly puts you in the top 2 to 5% of men globally. So this stat alone will definitely make you a rare man. I don't care what anyone says. I don't care what a dude says. I don't care what a woman says. Statistically, this puts you in the top 2 to 5% of men globally. And I have the stats broken down for you right here to prove this. So 39% of men are considered overweight and obese globally. And this is based on BMI, but that's 39% of men right there. And then 10% of men are considered underweight globally. So they're very skinny. They don't have any type of muscle mass to them. Now, right here, we have 47% of men are considered in the normal weight range globally. So they're not overweight, they're not obese, but they're also not underweight. Now, here's the thing. Out of the 47% of men in this group, around 15 to 20% of that 47% are considered skinny fat. So they have a lot less muscle mass, lean muscle mass, but they have more body fat, but they're still around that normal weight range, but they're definitely not aesthetic. They're not muscular. They're not proportionate or anything like that. So 47% of that group minus 20% of the men who are skinny fat, well, that leaves us with the remainder of 27% of men that are in the normal weight. Now, 10 to 20% of this remaining 27% are where men that are lean, muscular, and proportionate are going to be. So if we do anywhere from 10% to 20% of that remaining 27%, we get anywhere from 2.7% to 5.4% of men that are lean, muscular, and proportionate. So again, by having this type of physique, you instantly become a rare man, which takes you from being average to a very rare man. You are in the top 2 to 5%. Moving on to number 2, you have a masculine aesthetic and masculine energy, because by having a strong, a proportionate, and a overall well-built body, you're going to radiate masculinity, which women instinctively notice and they crave in men. And men with broad shoulders, a wide back, slim tapered waist, six-pack abs, muscular arms, they're going to signal strength and protection with those physical traits and those attributes. And these are genetic traits that women are biologically hardwired to seek out in men for healthy offspring. This is why this type of physique is the most desirable physique to women on a biological level. This is why when women say, oh, we don't care about a man's body, we don't want a man that has muscle mass to him or has six-pack abs, or when dudes say, oh, women don't care about muscles, they don't care about a fit body, it's all about your words, it's all about having game, mouthpiece, money, all this shit. Well, biology would say otherwise, and how women specifically respond to this type of physique on a biological level, well, that's been here since the beginning of time. Before all that other shit, biology, it's been here since day one. So you can't argue with nature, right? And if we go back to this slide, we'll go back to the first slide, because you'll often hear some women say, oh, we don't want men that have shirtless photos on their dating apps. It's cringy. It's a turn off, all that stuff. Well, this was a woman that was responding to a picture that I had on my Hinge profile, and she messaged me first and she said, okay, little waist, which is implying like, okay, you have that B-shaped physique, which as you can see right here, this is proof that women are attracted to this. They are very hardwired on a biological level to seek this out in men, as I said. And at the end of the day, man, masculine men, they take action, they build, which these are traits that are needed to build this type of physique. It takes work, but it's definitely possible if you have the right program, you have the right system, and you can achieve this body and maintain it for the long term in a very sustainable way. And this is how you're going to be able to exude masculine energy, because again, of the actions that you need to take to build this type of body, the type of discipline, the positive habits that you have to build this type of body, but also based on the masculine aesthetic that you will have, women are already going to look at you as a masculine man, and it's going to be a lot easier to attract more feminine women to you because of your masculine aesthetic and the masculine energy that you will be exuding just by you existing, not having to really say say much of anything. Now moving on to number 3, and that is sex appeal. So a lean, muscular body won't just make you more handsome and attractive, but it's going to amplify your sex appeal. Because here's the thing, when women see your physique, as soon as they see you, instantly you can have them fantasizing about you without having to say a word, right? If they're turned on by you, if you are their type, they will start fantasizing about doing things with you sexually. And we'll get into that here soon. Because at the end of the day, your physique speaks for itself. It exudes confidence and virility, which women find irresistibly attractive and desirable on a primal level. And when you have an aesthetic physique, your clothes can amplify your sex appeal just based on the fit, the way that it accentuates your physique, and the way that it highlights your more stronger physical attributes that are going to be considered physically attractive to women when it comes to your physique. So even just the clothes that you wear will amplify your physique and your overall attractiveness, which will make you go from an average man to a highly attractive and desirable man. And one aspect of doing that is enhancing your sex appeal. So that's number 3. And then moving on to the 4th and final way that you can actually use Bodygame to turn yourself from being an average man to a woman's obsession. And that is you become a viable sexual option to women, because a great body will not only make you more attractive, but women are going to view you as a desirable sexual partner. Because if you think about it, just like how us men, we get turned on by a woman's figure 8 body, right? Well, women respond the same to men with V-shaped physiques. It's really no different, because by having a masculine and aesthetic body, you can turn a woman on sexually, which will make you a viable sexual option to her. Like with this message right here that I received from a different woman on Hinge, she said, "I gladly take another post of that body flexing in the mirror though. You might have the best physique I've ever seen. Sexy as F." And I remember there was actually a situation where I was seeing a woman at the time that I also met through Hinge, and we were hanging out, and I remember that she had her phone unlocked, and I happened to look towards the direction of her phone, and then something on her phone caught my eye, and that was actually a picture of me. I was shirtless, and it was a picture that I had on my Hinge profile at the time, and I was wrapping my hands like with black hand wraps, and I was shirtless. And the girl that I was seeing at the time, she sent that photo to her friend's group chat, and she literally told me, because I was like, "Is that a picture of me?" She was like, "Oh yeah, I sent a picture of you to my friends when we first got matched on Hinge." And then she later on went to tell me that she told her friends that she wanted me to be intimate with her based on seeing my picture. That's what I'm saying. Like, you don't have to say a word when women see you and they see that you have a masculine aesthetic V-shaped physique, because it's going to turn them on. They're already going to imagine the things that they would like to do with you in the bedroom by seeing you. Therefore, you don't have to sell them on you. You don't have to qualify yourself to the woman, because she's already pre-sold on you. She's already attracted to you. She's already turned on by you sexually as soon as she looks at you. Because dudes like to say that men are visual, but women are just as visual as well, as you can see from the proof that I've been showing you throughout this video. They're visual as well, and your physique can create fantasies for women that they may want to act out by just looking at you, and you guys have good conversation, you're chill, you're masculine, she likes you, you guys have chemistry and compatibility. It may not take long for you guys to progress things further, if you know what I'm saying. But by having a masculine and aesthetic V-shaped physique, you will definitely go from being an average man to not only her obsession, but a viable sexual option as well. And if you want extra help when it comes to becoming more handsome, more attractive, and going from average to being a woman's obsession by having this masculine aesthetic V-shaped physique and being able to attract women to you who are already turned on by you and possibly may even want to be intimate with you as soon as they see you, whether this is in person or online, then I would highly suggest that you check out my Inbound Attraction Blueprint program. I'll have a link down below in the description and the pinned comment. This is exactly one of the things I help men achieve when they are inside of my program. Definitely give it a look if you're interested. And with that being said, if you got a lot of value from this video, please give it a like, subscribe for more videos like this. And with that being said, I will talk to you in the next video.